Okay. North America's premier artificial intelligence industry event is taking place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Event organizers Michael Weiss and Joshua Browder are with us today to discuss the conference and the future of AI. Michael, Joshua, thank you so much for taking your time out.
Thanks for having us, James.
So, Michael, I'm going to talk to you first. You're the founder of AI4. What inspired you to launch AI4 and how has the event evolved over the past 7 years?
So we started the conference in 2018 when the AI industry was really just becoming a thing. And at the time, there wasn't an AI industry conference really. And so the first gathering we did was just a 300 person event. And it's evolved over the years to become an 8,000 person event that attracts people from 85 countries.
Wow, Joshua, can you give us an example of something that your robot lawyer can do that would have been traditionally handled by a human, especially parking tickets?
So my company, DoNotPay, is an AI bill negotiator, and it helps people dispute parking tickets, dispute their bills, and fight back against big companies and governments in all the ways that we're ripped off. And I started the company by accident because I got a huge number of parking tickets, and I realized this can be a good job for software, figuring out the reason why a ticket is invalid and saving people money. And I really think that's the future of AI.
I like your motivation. I really do. Speaking of which, Joshua, how soon will AI be able to automate the entire legal profession?
The legal profession is $100 billion plus, and I think within the next few years, it will almost entirely be automated by AI. Of course, you're still going to have people shouting at each other in court. That can never be automated by computers. But most simple things and generating documents can already be done for the most part with AI.
Speaking of the future, Michael, what do you think the future of AI looks for the American people?
The future is that AI already is, honestly, but it's just going to become everywhere. Every facet of our life is going to be touched by this technology. As a couple examples, I mean, I live in Austin, Texas, and there's a company there called Waymo, which is a self-driving car company. And so now, whenever I want, I can call a Waymo to my house, just like you would call an Uber. I get in it. I'm the only person in the car. There's no driver, and the AI will drive me right where I want to go safely. Another example is with drug discovery. And so right now, it takes about 10 years and $2 billion to make a new medicine. People are starting to apply AI to that problem, and they're making it way faster and way cheaper to discover a new medicine. And so I think within the next few years, we're going to see a lot of new and better medicines come out, which honestly is just going to make us healthier.
Michael, you made me think about the movie Running Man with Johnny Cab and Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's interesting. Very interesting. So again, should the average American today be concerned about AI taking their jobs, Michael?
It totally depends on your job. So it's a fair concern. Let's say you work in customer service, or if you work as a software engineer, or if you work as some sort of professional driver, truck driver. I think, yeah, I would be concerned about my job, and I might start looking at alternate career paths. If, on the other hand, you're a plumber or you're an electrician, or if you work in a caregiving role, like as a nurse, for example, you're probably.
So, Joshua, what other industries besides legal seem ripe for automation in your opinion? And do you have a plan to disrupt any of these industries?
I think customer service is next on the chopping block for AI automation. We're already seeing this in our business where sometimes our AI submits disputes to these big companies, and even on the other end, they're using AI to process the disputes. So our robots are talking to their robots. And when you buy a plane ticket, for example, about 20% of the cost of the ticket is actually just the airline having to pay for customer service or hire all the call center representatives. And if that can be automated with AI, then that can save people a lot of money, and perhaps that will even lead to pricing going down. And so I think AI will make the economy much more efficient and lead to lower prices for even things like airline tickets, which don't have an immediate connection to AI.
Joshua, what do you think is essential for professionals in AI or industries being shaped by AI to attend AI for?
I say this, everyone should have started with AI yesterday. This is my third year coming to AI 4, and it feels like we're making decades worth of progress every year. And things are moving so quickly, it's really important to talk to other people and get the latest tools. And the only way you can do that is by learning at a conference like AI 4. And so I've loved my experience.
Speaking of which, Michael, what are the most compelling new developments you've seen take place at AI this past year?
I mean, there's so many. One example I'll offer is humanoid robots. So we have this company here called Unitree Robotics, and a humanoid robot basically just refers to a robot in the shape of a human. But these humanoid robots now are capable. They can walk just like people. They can handle any terrain. They can do backflips, front flips. You can like kick one over, it can fall down, and it'll get right back up. And so these robots are so capable. And before long, over the next couple of years, they're going to get way smarter thanks to AI. And we're going to start seeing these humanoid robots in our homes, folding laundry, putting dishes away, putting groceries away, and just living with us, as part of our lives.
I think I'm gonna be skeptical about like Will Smith and iRobot. I'm gonna stay that way. That's what I'm gonna do. So,
Fair,
Mike,
fair decision. It's a fair decision.
Michael, how are American companies mainly leveraging AI today?
I mean, they're really trying to apply it to every facet of their business. There's so many just, kind of back office functions like customer service, like legal, like accounting, strategy stuff, ops stuff that are all ripe for AI because there's software in play in all these roles right now. And so wherever there's software, we're now figuring out how to put AI there as well.
So, Michael, what's the one thing we could do, all could do today to keep up with the blistering pace of technology and not get left behind?
Yeah, it's a good question. And the answer really is the same as when cell phones came out or when computers came out or when the internet became a thing. What did you do? You bought a cell phone, you bought a computer, you signed up for an email address. With I just encourage people start using AI. So you should go and sign up for either ChatGPT by OpenAI or Claude by Anthropic or Gemini by Google or Perplexity. Doesn't really matter which AI program you pick. Just sign up for it, and then all it is start chatting to it like you would your smartest friend, and start to develop a relationship with the AI.
Michael, Joshua, last question I got to ask you is because it's very interesting what you just said, Michael. So, when you guys become baby boomers, are you going to be able to keep up with all the technology? Like some of the baby boomers today, I would say 60% cannot keep up.
It's a good question. And there's another lesser talked about part of the industry called BMIs, brain machine interfaces. The concept behind BMIs is literally embedding a computer chip in your brain to basically make you like essentially a cyborg. And there are people that are actually have these BMIs implanted in them. Elon Musk actually has a company called Neuralink, and what they're able to do is, their first few patients are they're paralyzed from, let's say, the middle of their body down, and they'll implant one chip here in the brain. They'll put another chip below the spinal break point and essentially create a Wi-Fi signal between, their brain and that point below the spine that's paralyzed, and they can actually function again. Um, so maybe by the time in 30 years or whatever, we'll literally be cyborgs, and all we'll have to do to keep up is just accept a software update.
Michael, you agree?
I agree, and OpenAI is actually working. I think in the past few days, the news came out that they're actually working on brain chips as well. So this is the company behind ChatGPT. They're working on chips for our brain. So I'm not too worried. When I turn 60 or 80, I think the AI will make me 10 times better than even I am today.
That's going to be interesting. I won't be around to see it, but that's going to be interesting. Michael, Joshua, thank you so much for joining us at Morning Blend. And Josh, I don't know when you left WashU, but I'm right down the street from the Starbucks right there at Delmar, Leland.
Thanks, James.
Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.